Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me right here in Solomon's Temple. I'm Uncle Solomon. So good to be with you today. I hope you're doing well. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel Solomon's Temple. Click subscribe and you would be on. Make sure you also click on the notification button just so when we upload any video, you would get notified. If you're interested in any sort of YouTube training and mentorship, reach out to us using this number and we'll get back to you. If you're trying to see how you can, increase your viewership and increase your subscribers and make sure you create content, whatever sort of content you create, or you want to, join content creators on YouTube to make money, reach out to us using this number for training that we charge for. I posted a video again of a girl. Her name is Tumi. Now I did a video, I think about her last week or 2 weeks ago. Just the fact that she said she's born again now, she's saved, because she is or was a traditional healer, a Sangoma, and a lot of it is not biblical, where you get to consult the spirits of our ancestors, people who have died, and you sort of like prophesy, you consult with people and all that kind of stuff. That's very demonic. Now she now came out and said, no, she's saved and she would discontinue with that. But she continued to use the name Gogo Skhotheni, and she continued to use a whole lot of stuff, And immediately I just felt, no, something here is fishy. She's probably even changing her business strategy. Instead of making money from being a Sangoma, now she's going to be making money from being a prophetess in church, right? Because a lot of people believe her, follow her. I suspected she was going to start like a prayer or a meeting. She goes around praying for people or prophesying for people. And that's what she's going to do. And she posted actually that she's going to be having her first meeting sometimes in May. Fishy. This is a girl who grew up and was part of Timothy Omotosho, the Nigerian pastor that's been in prison in South Africa. She was part of his church. One point she claims to be a DJ, and the other point she claims to be this and all that. But then she went to a church called St. John's Church. It's a traditional South African church. I told people that she's going to be going around now to sort of like prophesy, and because now she's like a prophetess. And the video from it's really shocking from the way that she dressed, right? I want you to watch this video and let me know what you think about it. I have a series of videos that I'm going to show you, but let's just watch different videos here. There are men behind her. See how she's dressed? You see the dress, how tight that dress is? Should a woman be allowed to come to the pulpit dressed like this? I will show you. Okay, that's one. There's another one. So this is her claiming to be preaching and teaching and prophesying. You can see her big behind there because the dress is too tight. You can see that? Okay.
All right, gentlemen.
Kami
So the question is, should a woman be allowed to come dressed this way, you know, to be on stage dressed this way? Look at it. A man behind her. She's wearing a very tight outfit. It's a nice outfit. That's a question. How should women dress to church? Should she be allowed to actually go around praying and preaching or teaching or prophesying? Just after coming out 2 weeks ago, say no, she's now a believer. But she claims also that she believes in her ancestor. But you see the kind of churches that actually invite her. The church in itself is called St. John's Church, but it looks very questionable. One of those traditional African churches where they claim to be a church, but a lot of the tradition, a lot of their doctrines is not biblical. It's okay to go and consult a Sangoma or to slaughter an animal to your ancestors. It's okay to ask your ancestors to go to a traditional healer or witch doctor to ask your ancestors, what's going on? Why am I not prospering? What do I need to do? But this is why I keep saying that this girl here needs discipleship. If she's really saved, she needs discipleship. She needs mentorship. She needs deliverance. You dress to go to church like you're going to a club. And by the way, she has a club. She runs a club here in Joburg. So she's used to that kind of dressing. But something in her mind needs to change. Those demons. Because she goes to places like this, she's going to recruit a lot of people into her way of worship, her way of that her demonic ways, because that influence is still over her. Tyron, good to see you. All the best with your legal studies. So it is important for us to not, we can just say, no, she's saved, so just leave her alone. That's what Christians do. And people who say that, actually, they are the kind of people that would tolerate sin and don't want you to call out their sin. We are called to call out each other's sins. And the Bible is very clear that women like these, they carry the spirit of Jezebel. Women like this, they carry the spirit of Jezebel. You know, the Bible is very clear about that. The Bible is very clear about that, if you read your Bible very well. And we have to be careful, because it's not, you could just say, no, well, it's just the traditional churches and this thing is going to be okay, whatever. Guys, it's not going to work. It doesn't work that way. The Bible is clear in the book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse 20. The figure known as Jezebel is described as a woman who calls herself a prophetess. This Jezebel is condemned for her teachings that led to sexual immorality. So there are Jezebels now rising up. They call themselves prophetesses. Like Tumi, they call themselves prophetesses. That's who they claim to be. It's a lot of them rising up. There are lots of them rising up. Let me actually show you the full verse in the English Standard Translation, so you can read it about this Jezebels. It says, "But I have this against you." So he's talking to us now, the church, "that you tolerate that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophetess and is teaching and seducing my servants." And I feel we're in a time now where there's just a whole lot of Jezebels coming out, shooting up left, right, and center. And we need to take heed and be careful.